Hey everybody, welcome back. We're gonna get lost in the sauce of these messy TikToks.
Every weekend my husband goes hunting with his best friend, but he comes home with nothing. So I start to get a little suspicious, and I decide to take his crossbow, the arrows that go with it, and hide them under his seat to see if he calls me and says, "Hey babe, where'd you put them? Did you touch them? Did I leave them home?" Well, he comes home, doesn't mention anything about the crossbows, doesn't mention anything about the arrows that I hid, and he comes home with nothing once again. So now I'm super suspicious of what's going on. I'm thinking something's not adding up. So I decide to take our kids the next time he goes hunting and drop them off at my mom's house. I don't want to alert anyone because I don't really know what's going on yet. I leave them there with her. They're good. And I decide to also put an air tag in his truck so I can follow him. Well, turns out when I look at where the air tag is, the location where he says he's going to be, he's not there. He's 200 miles in the wrong direction. And I come to find out it's a motel. So now before I black out or go crazy or do something I'll regret, I decide to follow up. So I go to this motel, and when I pull up, the first thing I see is his best friend's wife's car. And I'm thinking the worst, because his best friend's wife, gorgeous. She's the prettiest girl you've ever seen. Maybe 5'4", 110 pounds, gorgeous body, beautiful face, Shakira-like hair, just something that walks out of a magazine. And while I'm in my thoughts thinking the worst, I feel a hand on my shoulder, and I jump, and it's her. And I'm thinking the audacity of this woman. And I start accusing her. I'm like, why are you with my husband at a motel? What is happening? We start going back and forth. And so after, confronting each other, she says, well, hold on. I gave my husband my car because his truck wasn't working. And she's also suspicious because her husband never goes anywhere without his truck. He'll stay home if it's broken. So now we're putting two and two together, and we're thinking, we don't know what's going on. We're both in the dark. Luckily, her train of thought was a little more clear than mine. She's like, let's go talk to the front desk. Let's find out what room they're staying in, or if they're even here.
No.
We walk in, and we have to deal with the most southern man you probably have ever seen, and he looks like he's on every uncontrolled substance you can imagine. And of course, instead of helping us out, I'm trying to reason with him. I'm like, tell me what room they're in, please help us out. He's like, we can't do that. We have standards here. We won't give out anything. Finally, Trisha, his best friend's wife, is like, I'll give you $100 if you tell us what room they're in right now. Clearly their standards aren't that high. He goes, they're in 202. You make a left, go up the stairs. Of course, we trail it. We go up there. Immediately, we get to the flat. We're outside the door. I'm about to knock. She stops me because the first thing we hear is giggling. There's music, and there's partying going on because it's clearly not just two people in that room. There was more than that. I'm about to barge in, knock, warn them that we're here, and she stops me. She says, no, because if you give them time, they can make this look. Whatever's going on, they can fix. We go back down, we go talk to our new substance-controlled friend downstairs. But this time, he's not going to give us the key. He says, no, I can't do that, refuses, makes us leave. Of course, we walk out, we wait about 5 minutes, and then she realizes that he leaves the front desk. Faster than I could blink, she's behind the desk, grabs the key, we're back up those stairs, in front of the door, puts the key in, opens as quick as possible, and I'm just in a state of shock of what I'm seeing. I'm not even going to traumatize you guys with it exactly, but just imagine there are 10 other men from our neighborhood, all undressed, all doing things that I won't repeat. She starts screaming. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening, because my ex-husband now is one of the most homophobic men I have ever met in my life. So I'm just in a state of shock. She starts going off, and I don't know where her mind went, but immediately she starts yelling at everyone in that room. She says, we're getting a divorce. Me and her are now divorcing them together. We are taking the kids, we're taking the house, we want alimony, we want everything if you want us to stay silent. And I mean, we had the power in that moment. I didn't even realize it. They agreed to this. They're like, fine, we'll give you everything if you stay quiet about this. So we do. Uh-oh. Not a problem. Our divorces go through. We're finalized. We keep everything, which is the least they could do after that scene. So 2 years later, before that, I'm just broken after this. I decide I'm going to go to church because I don't know where else to put my faith. Everything I thought, the future I thought I had with this man, just gone in a blink of an eye. I go to church. The pastor gets me to open up to him. He's like, look, God puts things in people's path all the time. He works in mysterious ways, and sometimes it's just to test you. So, you know, through church, I was able to heal. I actually ended up meeting someone. It's great. I am thankful for that part of it. But now fast forward 2 years later, and I kept silent, and so did she. But someone else in that group, another man who was there that night, their wife hired a private investigator, and everything that happened in that love ring came out. All of it. And I still got to keep everything, which is, we love that for us. But it was a long, long journey. And honestly, you know, I do. God works in mysterious ways. He really does. But to anyone out there, you know, if someone is super homophobic, maybe just be a little more than suspicious.
That was a messy mess, you know, that was like, yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in, friends. It's like you got a mess on the floor, but then just like toss some sauce on that mess. Like, you know, saucy. Like just put some ketchup on it and like maybe some mustard. Just add some sauce to the already messy mess. And that's what this video's about. Shall we lighten things up a bit?
So I was 17 and I farted really loud and it suddenly felt like I laid an egg. Like I was sitting on a tennis ball in my bed. Like I was lying on top of one and I couldn't get comfortable. And I'm walking around. It feels like something's like, I was like, did I like myself? Like something's out of, like something's just out. And I can't figure out what it is. And then I go to the bathroom and I look and I'm like, do I have a penis? Turns out my uterus fell out, which doesn't usually happen until you're in your mid-70s, when your pelvic floor decides it's given up. Turns out when you push when you poop, it weakens your pelvic floor, and it does that so much that your uterus could fall out, or your rectum. And you just have to stick it back in.
Girl, how hard were you pushing? How hard? I think, listen, I'm an expert at pooping, all right? Queen of the caca. If you have to push, it's not ready. It needs to incubate. Ew. Ew. Gross. Apparently this is a thing. Apparently your uterus can fall out. I learn things on this channel. Y'all like to educate me in the comments. Thank you so much for that. Never knew your uterus could fall out. New fear unlocked. Let's not be pushing our cacas out. Does anyone want caca on a t-shirt? Just caca. No?
Is it petty to cut someone off because they're stingy? Because last year on my birthday, my friends and I went out for karaoke and we all decided to split the check. Like that was already known because like whatever. And all my friends sent me $60, even the ones that didn't, you know, take shots and drink as like me. And there's one girl is like, I'm not gonna send you $60. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because I didn't get drunk. And I was like, but you drank. Like in my head, I was like, but you drink as much as all of us.
Stop.
But I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, and I also can't pay you right now because I haven't gotten paid.
That's what it's about.
And I was like, that's fine. You can pay me back later, I guess. That's whatever. A week goes by and I text her and I'm like, are you gonna transfer me? Like that's already awkward asking your friend, like, are you gonna transfer me? But she already had me waiting like a week and a half. And then she hit me with the, bro, let me wake up first. Jesus Christ. And I was like, why are you giving me attitude? Like, you have me waiting on your payment that you owe me, and you're giving me attitude? Taken. She gave me $30. She gave me $30, even though she literally drank just as much as all of us. Like, I was like, so I cut her off, which I don't know if that was the right or wrong thing to do, but like that to me was just like morals. And I was like, you don't want to give me $60 because you didn't get drunk. You sent me the money like 2 weeks after. You sent me $30. When I reminded you nicely, you said, you gave me attitude and said, can you let me wake up first? Jesus Christ. Like that, I can't be friends with that.
Period.
Had to go. Bye.
Yeah. Snip, snip. Oy vey. Oy vey. This is why it gets a little messy when someone pays the bill for everybody else, you know? It's always like you're paying the bill, you're doing everybody a favor, but people do take their sweet time paying you back, right? The e-transfer thing, that takes a while.
Always.
And the fact that you even had to ask, you shouldn't have to ask. Okay, here, hypothetically, all right? If you all split the check at the karaoke bar or wherever you were, and they came around, you know, with the little terminal and you had to pay, do you think that the server would understand and just let you pay less because you didn't get drunk? No, she wouldn't. Like, sorry, but that's too bad. So why is it different for your friends? I think it's fine that you cut her off, babe. Doesn't really sound like a friend, to be honest. This lady made herself laugh so hard that she lost complete control of the situation.
Oh, my mama. You take care of those babies, mama. Cuckoo.
Oh, wow. I aspire to laugh this hard. I'm absolutely dead. Deceased. I know the comment's about to be lit. The fart is when she really lost control. Yeah, it kind of like, you know, imagine I fart right now. Ready? Fart. Kind of gave her a little bit of a boost. There was definitely alcohol involved. Yeah, no shit, Chris.
Damn it.
Lost your pizza and almost started a fire. That pizza looked really good too. I love it when we're doing messy TikTok videos and Vanessa just throws in some like ones that are actually like mess, like literal mess. Oh, you meant that kind of mess. No, we're not going to clean talk right now, babe. The next messy TikTok video will just be videos of people cleaning. Me watching things get clean.
One time I accidentally sent a girl her own Insta pic about her losing weight and
No.
said, hard work pays off my this doing every day for 8 months. I meant to send it to my best friend. And she responded, yeah, and it looks like you could use some too. I've never recovered.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's just straight textbook.
Whew. I mean, you kind of deserved it. I know that was just like a submission, but like you kind of deserved it. Let's stop DMing each other like pics of people and talking because like clearly that doesn't go well for a lot of you. Or just like stop talking in general. Like I know it's hard. This coming from someone who taught for a job, but don't dish it if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying?
So this is just a short story. A client ordered a dress from us and blocked us on all platforms without paying her remaining payment. So yeah, this was just the beginning of the conversation where we sent her a rough sketch, sent her fabrics to see, and then we got the dress in first stage. It was partially done here, and then after it was done, I sent her a message that we need to send out the dress because there's going to be a public holiday, and during public holiday, of course, nobody's going to be working. It was a worldwide holiday, the Ramadan break. And then she got a message from DHL saying, it will come later. I assured her that no, I'm very sure it'll be there on Wednesday. Only for after she wasn't responding. I sent her a DM. She responded. She said, she sent her boyfriend money, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized that she blocked us. And today, I found her on TikTok.
Wearing it.
Wearing my dress. Not paid my complete money. And blocked me on all platforms.
Ooh, good for you for calling her out though. Like, dang. Let's make sure that we get the money before we send the dress. Ain't no decency left, I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all.
Bottomless brunch. How it started versus how it ended.
Oh, arrested, eh? We're getting arrested now? What the hell happened between like the beginning, like cute little selfies? Bottomless brunch is a hazard to society. Honestly, it should not be allowed. A normal bottomless brunch experience, to be honest. It always ends in sirens for some reason. Stop! Stop! Oh no, he just wanted to be like his daddy. I bet you won't make that mistake again though, eh?
You want this lifestyle? I manifested taking a yacht to work. I got fired that day. I can't even, like, not laugh about it.
Why'd you get fired, though? They were angry that you took a yacht to work? What does it matter how you get to work, babe? Come on now. Do you want this lifestyle? The irony of that. This is what happens when you flex on the internet, I swear.
Coach, I just fucking graduated. Where were you?
You didn't wake me up.
Oh, bro. Slept through it, eh? You know, I will say I miss the days that I could sleep in until like 11 o'clock and like not have a problem. Imagine being so unbothered that you can sleep in until 10 or 11 o'clock. I was up at 6:30 today, wide awake. He's still unbothered. He's like, you didn't wake me up. Whatever, your fault.
I was singing before I pick your mom up, or we pick your mom up. I can give you Roundhead real quick.
Babe,
What?
I already picked her up.
Hi, Kendra.
Bye, Kendra. Sis, get!